What's going on, guys? War number 7 of season 30. We're going against LÆPS. I believe they're some Latin American alliance. I believe they're Platinum 1, but that doesn't mean that we don't go in this war any differently than we normally do. Treat them like any other alliance because they match with us. So, yeah, same team as last war, I believe. War 6, I believe I used the same exact team. So yeah, we're going up path 1. So far in section 1, we have this Tigra on the first node, Arc Overload, Vigorous Assault. Moved up to dump energy, and then I realized I had enough to take the fights I needed to. So we're gonna boost up. So yeah, this fight I've taken a couple times this season. It's super straightforward with Sorcerer. You don't even have to start with a power start 1, but since we have so many coming, or so many gray boosts coming in the compensation packages, I'll use it just to be safe. I mean, no point in not using the boosts if they're giving them out to us pretty regularly. So I immediately start the war by backing off. I believe Tigra does the same. Yep, she'll dash at me, and I just intercept with my special 1, nullify the regen, and then armor break the armor up, and I no longer have to worry about her being unblockable for essentially the rest of the fight. So what I'm doing here is something I normally never do with Sorcerer. I'm throwing heavy attacks to switch my mode so I can get into the Fury phase and place armor breaks on the opponent. That way it's a faster fight. As you guys can see, this is pretty quick. And yeah, finish off with a special 3 and a full yellow bar. We love Sorcerer Supreme around here. Yeah, she's a beast. So yeah, this fight almost went sideways earlier this season because I tried to swipe back to Dex and it didn't go through, and ate a special 1, but you know, we lived it. But next up we've got Silver Surfer on, I believe this is Masochism, and I can't remember the other node off the top of my head. I just saw it on the screen, but I don't remember. So same strat here, since our gray boost is still on from the last one. Immediately start the fight by nullifying. So there he goes. He removes our armor break debuff, but that's fine because now we can try to parry. Right there, that was a big mistake. I thought my parry landed, so I tried to swipe right at him to do a medium attack, but it didn't. I was lucky he didn't get me, and Surfer hits kind of hard. He actually does, like, I'm not even kidding. So he's not like a champ you really want to mess up to. But yeah, with these boosts, oh man, tons of fun. One cool thing about Sorcerer is that she has super high energy resistance. So even if you block hits against a high ground champ and you have the regen on block active, if you have enough regens and you run the recovery mastery, I believe you will regenerate most of the health loss still. As you guys can see, my health is at a full yellow bar. I finished off with special 2 here. Pretty cool. So yeah, it's a cool thing about Sorcerer, I guess. But next up, we have a fight that I was not supposed to take. When we were doing assignments, I could have sworn I got assigned this fight. I'm running Sorcerer. She's perfect for the strike counter nodes. There's an armor up here from the node that I can nullify with, and you know, use Mist Dispersion to power my power back up. And I was like, yeah, let's go into it. Let's not check the assignments or anything. Turns out it wasn't my fight. So I you know, thankfully I didn't die, because I'd look like an absolute moron if I did. But yeah, it was pretty interesting because, like, it's a textbook matchup for Sorcerer, and I wasn't assigned it, which I'm not like knocking my officer for not assigning me it. It's just like I thought I was assigned it, so I went into the fight. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. I'm not sure who the other guy was going to be using against her, but yeah, I mean, I was fully boosted and everything, so I don't know. I feel bad. I felt like an asshole for stealing his fight. but I didn't know I was stealing it at the time until I reported it in our tracker chat. But yeah, fight pretty quick. You love Sorcerer. I mean, I love Sorcerer Supreme. I'd love to take her to rank 4 someday. But now that I have Doom, well, I'm not gonna spoil next video, but yeah, we might have to debate on Sorcerer to rank 4 after next video. But yeah, now we're going up path 3 in section 2. Only fight in section 2 that we have is Colossus on Chitinous Thorns, Enhanced Bleed. Can't remember the other nodes. Oh yeah, Living Wire. If you're a robot, take a bleed debuff, or if you're immune to bleed debuffs, you'll take a shock instead. CGR doesn't care. This fight is kind of long, to be honest. I thought I was going to be able to get enough power from my special 2 when I launch it. With the Cosmic Power Back Booster, I believe I was running that for this fight. But yeah, it didn't work that way. So this ended up being a pretty long CGR fight. So right here I do like the Munash rotation, going for my special 2. I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah. And it's just like, all right, this damage is pretty measly. It makes sense because Colossus is armor break immune from any champ that's not tech. So we're just going to try to loop our special 3 now, and we get that going. That Fury buff will give us our damage increase, which is what we need for this fight. But I've taken this fight multiple times with CGR. He works fine. He's not the best option, I guess, but he works, and he works very well. His Damnation gets rid of the armor ups that Colossus has to remove that extra layer of tankiness. And he's got ways to increase his damage. Right there was a big mistake. I am super frustrated that I tried to do that, but I was able to recover. Because that fight probably would have been over with if I had landed that special 2, because I had the Fury buff active. But yeah, I'm super frustrated I did that, and this is like the beginning of my mistakes this war. I don't die, luckily, but I make some really stupid errors. So yeah, let's get into those fights right now. So next up on node 51, there's a Human Torch, and Munash was supposed to take this fight, and he was asleep. And I was talking to my officer, and he's like, if you're comfortable with it, take it. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm comfortable with it. I'll use CGR for it. Figured I'm still running the 2% power boost. Like, I could just go into this fight, not have a single care in the world. I even slap on a 12% special attack increase to my damage. And I'm pulling out the big boy boost for this fight. I'm like, yeah, this is going to be pretty quick. Boy, I was wrong. I made some... I mean, I didn't really make a mistake. Well, yeah, I did, but... well, let me just wait till the fight plays out. You guys will see how I make some big mistakes. So, node 51, there's Enhanced Special 1, Hurt Locker. I believe if you get hit by a special attack, your power's drained. I mean, you'll see that come into play here. So, we're going in, and I'm like, you know what? This was Munash's fight. I'm going to do his rotation. So I do it. Heavy attack. Medium, light for power gain. And he throws a special 1. I'm like, you asshole. Because I immediately went to block after he threw it. And I'm like, damn it. So now special 2 doesn't have the big boy precision, and I don't get the big boy crits and the big boy power from my power back boost. So now I can't throw another special 2. So now I'm just going to try to build my special 3. And, you know, we did some really solid damage. And all of a sudden I forget how to dex. And we have to build back up on our power. I'm not going to blame the game. But, like, I really was having issues dexing. Like, right there. Don't know what the hell happened there. I should have, I mean, hindsight, I should have paused to recollect my thoughts. And I'm not even joking, because I did not like the way that was going on. Like, I just got lucky from running 5 out of 5 stand your ground, which is an OP mastery, by the way. But yeah, like, I'm like, at this point, he was beating me in the health race, I think, and now we're pretty much neck and neck. And I'm like, dude, I said I was comfortable taking this fight. I have to make sure I don't screw it up. So we got the Fury from the special 3. You know, we eat another special 1 because, you know, dex issues. I think my fingers were too grippy. I need to follow Slaymon's advice and lotion up my hands before I go into Alliance War fights. But, yeah, no, I'm kidding. I think lotion would really screw up my screen. I feel like I wouldn't get a responsive feedback. But, yeah, we got that fight down, just not as cleanly as I would have liked. But now we're going against Doctor Strange with Mr. Fantastic. So I swap on my boosts, put his pre-fights on. Only boosts I swap are the class boosts. Also, thank you to my BG homies who are taxiing me through Boss Island this war. I really appreciate it. I believe Moe did one and Tender did one, so you two are the greatest. So yeah, now I'm changing up boosts. I throw on an invuln boost. Normally when I do these fights, last season I would use a power start 1 to try to get as much control over the fight as I could, as quickly as possible. And I don't think I'd taken Doctor Strange before, but I'd taken Sorcerer Supreme. I've taken Mangog. I've taken Doom. I'm like, what's the worst that's gonna happen against Doctor Strange? So we go into this fight. Immediately he's playing all passive, throws heavy attack. Forget Mr. Fantastic's reach is absolute dog water. So yeah, we wasted a lot of time there, and like, I want to get this dude. I want to have 3 petrifies on this dude by the time we're at our last hit of our invuln boost. Right there, we lose 2 hits, and then the special 3. It takes another one, so now we're you know, out of invuln hits or whatever. So right there, we get the special 2 off, and you know, we're getting back on track. The shock debuff that Mr. Fantastic places luckily didn't affect high ground here because I launched it at a certain time. But I'm getting really bad luck with these parries on Doctor Strange. But we get that special 2 off. We got 3 petrifies, but no hits on our indestructible left. Try to dex, and we eat a Doctor Strange special 2. You know, it's pretty, how do you say it? It's fitting that I screw that up, but yeah, I mean, Mr. Fantastic's a tank, and he tanked 2 crits, and I think even if the 3rd one crit, I think we still would have lived. What I wanted to do was dex that first hit of special 1 or special 2, then block the rest. But yeah, the game read it as block the first hit, so you eat the unblockable and then eat the rest of the 2. But yeah, we ended up beating these guys. I don't remember the score, but they did a really good job. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Sorry if this video is a little bit weird, but if you guys did enjoy, consider hitting like, consider subscribing. If you already subbed, you know I love you, and peace out. See you for the next video.